Special Counsel Jack Smith has a special note, a special send-off, if you will, to Donald Trump on the way out of the D.C. election interference case. And it's this: we're not scared of you. You say you're going to investigate us, prosecute us, maybe jail us. We got something we want to tell you on the way out. Here's a little love note, and it's this: we stand behind our prosecution of you and the weight of the evidence that we developed against you. And we're not going anywhere. And this is just a temporary moment in time when your prosecution, for now, is put on ice. I'm Michael Popok. You're on the Legal AF YouTube channel. If you're finding any of this interesting, stay on during this hot take, where I explain the new filings by Jack Smith, the new order by Judge Chutkan, and what it all means. I do it one place. Legal AF, the YouTube channel. Hit the blue button. Vote for us. Help us continue to build this pro-democracy channel on the other side of Election Day. Let me bring you up to speed. A lot of reporting happened fast and furious all in the last 24 hours. Jack Smith, as he told everybody, is got a going out of business sale. The last thing on the shelf are two reports that he's issuing, one on Mar-a-Lago, one on the D.C. election interference case, goes to his boss, Merrick Garland, required by the special counsel law, and hopefully will be released to the public through Merrick Garland. He's got some cleaning up to do with some of the cases, two in particular. One, the D.C. election interference case, the other, the Mar-a-Lago case. The D.C. election interference case, which will be the focus of this hot take, he filed without opposition, meaning Trump's lawyers didn't oppose, a motion for leave to dismiss the indictment without prejudice. That's just a term of art we used in the law that says we're going to send off the indictment temporarily, and we may bring it back in the future, so we want to do it without prejudice, because if we filed it, a motion to dismiss it, it was granted with prejudice, we'd never be able to bring the case again. And since we and everybody around the Department of Justice, including the Office of Legal Counsel, the OLC, sees this as just a temporary condition, a temporary immunity enjoyed by Donald Trump while he's about to occupy the office of the presidency for a finite term of 4 years. And then after that, psh, poof, no more immunity, no more barrier to prosecution. No longer the president. Don't have to worry about interference with his Article 2 constitutional powers, or the impairment of those powers, or the impeding of those powers, or the embarrassment or humiliation or opprobrium that would be heaped on somebody who's got to participate in a criminal prosecution on the defense side while the president of the United States, all that, boom, disappears come 2029. And so they filed their motion for leave. Now, in it, they stand up, profile and courage. They challenge Donald Trump because they know Donald Trump and everybody around him, whether it's Matt Gaetz for that short amount of time he was nominated as the Attorney General, maybe to appear as the special counsel going after Jack Smith himself. Who knows? I don't put anything past Donald Trump. Or Pam Bondi, lock her up, Miss Retribution, forgetting that she's the nation's Attorney General if she's confirmed, not just the personal attack dog for Donald Trump or any one president. All these people have said, including the FBI, potential director Kash Patel, they're going to go after everybody that went after Donald Trump. Donald Trump just said in the last 48 hours, he's going to go after all the career prosecutors below Jack Smith and FBI and staff that assisted him. They're going to go after them. And Jack Smith and his team carefully wrote in their 6-page filing before Judge Chutkan, the fact that we are dismissing is a function of the law, the Constitution, and the binding analysis by the Office of Legal Counsel. It does not reflect how we think about the strength of our case, the quality or volume of our evidence against you, the decision to prosecute, investigate, the decision to obtain an indictment, or our burden of proof. For all of that, we stand behind our work. That is a throw down of the gauntlet, draw a line in the sand by outgoing prosecutors that we will be back. We'll be back. You may not be, but they will live on. They may go off into private practice for now. They're not really worried about his weaponization. They believe, and I concur, that there's enough law-abiding federal judges in the D.C. courts, which is where this would be litigated, to keep them out of jail. And so they're telling Donald Trump, if you thought through your terror, through the interim effect of you threatening us, that we would back down, we defend and support our work. We are completely in favor of everything that we did, and we believe that what we did was appropriate. We stand behind our work. Now, Donald Trump doesn't like that. So already he's got people running around talking about the fact this is the end of his criminal case. And yeah, oh, wow, it'll never come back. And he'll be 82 years old when he gets out, whatever else he's saying. But the Department of Justice and the special counsel's office is going to have the last laugh because they're going to issue their reports, which by law require them to talk about what they did prosecute, what they didn't prosecute, why they chose to prosecute certain crimes and not others, certain people and not others, the weight of the evidence, and outline it in a couple 100-page brief to the Attorney General, who then has promised us as the American people that he, not waiting around for the Trump Department of Justice, he, Attorney General Merrick Garland, will release it. That will have the last laugh. And no amount of foot stamping and attacks and threats and MAGA Congress is going to stop the Attorney General, not while he works for Joe Biden, from issuing those reports, or the special counsel from finishing the reports, which I assure you he is close to finishing right now as we approach the Thanksgiving weekend. We'll have them ready the first week of December, and they will be issued well before the new 119th Congress comes in on January the 3rd. I think it's going to be a late December between Christmas and New Year's. You know, he dropped the motion, the week leading into Thanksgiving, motion for leave to dismiss. So we'll continue to follow what happens. The next big reporting from me about the D.C. election interference case is going to be about the reports and what they say, and how they're going to be carved into the tablets of history moving forward. We live in this moment. But history will judge Trump, the people around Trump, how people reacted to Trump, who supported Trump and who didn't, who defended our constitutional republic, who defended our democracy, and the role of the United States Supreme Court to enable a criminal president. This will all be judged by history 10 years from now, 5 years from now, from presidential historians, how it's taught in the history books, and the like. And I know I'm on the right side of history. I know our audience is on the right side of history. You're here on Legal AF. Hit the subscribe button. We'll be here helping to write history together. Help us grow this pro-democracy channel in collaboration with the Midas Touch Network. Follow me, Michael Popok, on all things Legal AF here on the Legal AF channel and also on the Midas Touch channel. And of course, our Legal AF podcast every Wednesday and Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and on podcast platforms of your choice. So until my next contribution at the intersection of law and politics, I'm Michael Popok, and I am reporting. In collaboration with the Midas Touch Network, we just launched the Legal AF YouTube channel. Help us build this pro-democracy channel where I'll be curating the top stories at the intersection of law and politics. Go to YouTube now and free subscribe at Legal AF MTN. That's at Legal AF MTN.